So the and I kind of blew by without highlighting the main point of the main highlighted aspect. The main aspect I wanted to highlight, that's what I meant to say, about this uh manifestation, damn near instant manifestation of telling him 3 weeks ago and now he's out. And me really genuinely believing it was going to take months for him to find something. And between his energy and my energy, we were able to manifest an exit within weeks of me popping and realizing I needed my space back. And so despite the spectrum of feelings, what I'm always working to do is to honor what I'm feeling, peel back the layers of the onion, learn the lessons, and then focus upon the most positive parts of it all. And in this case, one of the most positive parts is the fact that I am reminded yet again of my individual power and to manifest, because what is manifested into our physical reality is the last piece that clicks in. It first begins with what you're thinking, what you're giving your thought energy to. And then you contribute, then you take those thoughts and you speak them, you write them, you live them. And as you take those more action steps in the physical, it's inevitable then what you're feeding energetically in the unseen becomes seen when the stars align, as they say, because divine, most certainly, source creation, God has is in the driver's seat. So there is a very symbiotic, co-creative element to this. And I know that as this thing that you may hear called ascension continues to take place, we are going to get more and more, everything's going to accelerate, including manifestation. And it really behooves us to understand more of the mechanisms at the higher level of how physical reality and what comes into physical reality does so. How does that happen? Meanwhile, there's all sorts of crazy, insane things going on in what I call clown world, as the regular 3D world of bullshit continues to collapse. Rest assured, the insanity and the chaos and the holy shit factor of weird and strange and nonsensical is all going to also accelerate. But I know that one can find a way to navigate through that if one stays focused on one's own personal alignment. And it takes work and it's exhausting in a certain way, but in another way, it's kind of ridiculous how much energy I've had with these accelerated energies. Because there was a period of time where this sort of cosmic energy, this massive energy coming in, would have completely, I would have felt a lot more fatigued and drained. I'm personally drained today, but that's because I had a 17-hour workday between two different events where I was a lead in very two different ways. The run course lead for 3 races, and then technically the race director, although that title really doesn't apply too much to the second gig because it was very minimal. But I was still a primary person, kind of responsible for a period of time today for that event as well. So I'm feeling that. So I'm exhausted in this moment. But in terms of what the first 5 weeks now, almost 5 full weeks, have brought, 5 full weeks of Gregorian year 25 have brought, it's just kind of incredible that I'm managing it all as I am. The other interesting things, my youngest brother, he's coming to visit, and he hasn't been here in Florida since he left here in 2020. And he's going to be staying at the house because there's a place for him to stay, which is going to be an interesting thing next weekend. And then I don't want to say too much about the gentleman that's in my life that I've referenced, because that continues to also be